Hi, everybody. I just ended that last chapter just a minute ago, and I decided to read the next one because the next one is entitled A Dinner for Two. Now, hello again to Jackson, Matthew, Marjorie, and Emma here in Maine, Malia and Lucas in Missouri, Kai Ming and Rukai in Washington State, Hope here in Maine, Dylan in Maine, Lucas in Maine, Leslie and Mary over in England, Ezzie and Indy in Oklahoma, and Kayla here in Maine, and Sylvia, Macy, and Lillian also in Maine. Hi, everybody. Okay, chapter 25, A Dinner for Two. Dark deeds are done in a stilly night, and who shall say if they're wrong or right? Old Granny Fox. It all depends on how you look at things. Of course, Granny and Reddy Fox had no business to be in Farmer Brown's henhouse in the middle of the night, or at any other time for that matter. That is, they had no business to be there as Farmer Brown would look at the matter. He would have called them two red thieves. Perhaps that's just what they were. But looking at the matter as they did, I am not so sure about it. To Granny and Reddy Fox, those hens were simply big, rather stupid birds, splendid eating if they could be caught, and bound to be eaten by somebody. The fact that they were in Farmer Brown's henhouse didn't make them his any more than the fact that Mrs. Grouse was in a part of the Green Forest owned by Farmer Brown made her his. You see, among the little meadow and forest people, there is no such thing as property rights, excepting in the matter of storehouses. And because those hens were alive, it didn't occur to Granny and Reddy that the henhouse was a sort of storehouse. It would have made no difference if it had. Among the little people, it is considered quite right to help yourself from another storehouse if you are smart enough to find it and really need the food. Besides, Reddy and Granny knew that Farmer Brown and his boy would eat some of those hens themselves. They didn't begin to need them as Reddy and Granny did. So as they looked at the matter, there was nothing wrong with being in that henhouse in the middle of the night. They were there simply because they needed food very, very much, and food was there. They stared up at the roost where the biddies were huddled together, fast asleep. Oh, that's what the picture's of, isn't it? There they are in Farmer Brown's henhouse. Let's see. There's Granny with the glasses on the end of her nose, and Reddy looks up, and there are the hens on the roost way up high. And I bet they look pretty good to them. Yeah, that's what the inside of Farmer Brown's henhouse looks like. Ha! Granny and Reddy Fox and the hens. Okay, let's see. They were too high up to be reached from the floor, even when Reddy and Granny stood on their hind legs and stretched as far as they could. We've got to wake them up and scare them so that some of the silly things will fly down where we can catch them, said Reddy, licking his lips hungrily. That won't do at all, snapped Granny. They would make a great racket and waken Bowser the Hound, and he would waken his master. That is just what we mustn't do if we hope to ever get in here again. I thought you had more sense, Reddy. Reddy looked a little shamefaced. Well, if we don't do that, how are we going to get them? We can't fly, he grumbled. You stay right where you are, snapped Granny, and take care you don't make a sound. Then Granny jumped lightly to a little shelf that ran along in front of the nesting boxes. I think that's a shelf. That might be the shelf he's talking about. Okay, everybody? That must be one of the nesting boxes where they lay the eggs. That's why they call it nesting box, the nest. Let's see. From this, she could reach the lower roost on which 4 fat hens were asleep. Very gently, she pushed her head in between 2 of these and crowded them apart. Sleepily, they protested and moved along a little. Granny continued to crowd them. At last, one of them stretched out her head to see who was crowding so. Like a flash, Granny seized that head, and Betty never knew what had awakened her, nor did she have a chance to waken the others. Ha! Dropping a hen at Reddy's feet, Granny crowded another, till she did the same thing, and just the same thing happened once more. Then Granny jumped lightly down, picked up one of the hens by the neck, slung the body over her shoulder, and told Reddy to do the same with the other and start for home. Aren't you going to get any more while we have the chance? Grumbled Reddy, Enough is enough, retorted Granny. We've got a dinner for two. So far, no one is any the wiser. Perhaps these two won't be missed. We'll have a chance to get some more another night. Now, come on. Granny Fox is right. Perhaps two of them won't be missed. But from the way it read, there's another roost up above that one where more hens are. So it isn't just those four. So maybe two won't be missed. We'll see. Let's see now. Where was I? This was plain common sense, and Reddy knew it. So without another word, he followed old Granny Fox out by the way they had entered, and then home to the best dinner he had had for a long, long time. And that's the end of that chapter, The Midnight Visit in Farmer Brown's Hen House. Okay, bye-bye, everybody. We'll read another one probably tomorrow morning sometime. Bye.